Hi, I am Dr. Fuad Khan, and I'm the biology instructor as well as the head of the science department and the T-STEM coordinator for the Harmony Science Academy in Euless. I've been in the education field for about 11 years now. I also am an adjunct instructor of general college biology and human anatomy and physiology at a local community college for about a decade now. So it has been a great experience being in the field of science education, in particular biology being one of my greatest passions of life. It stands for project-based learning, and it is one of the programs that have been introduced as a part of the Race to the Top grant that the Harmony schools have been privileged to receive. And what it stands for is basically learning 21st century skills. That includes all the different modalities of the STEM, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics model. So these are activities that have been divided into different tiers, PBL level 1, level 2, and then level 3. And how it works is level 1 PBL activities are supposed to be done in collaborative groups during class time, and they extend anywhere from a couple of days to about a week. PBL level 2 and 3 are actually long-term projects that can last basically the entire school year. And here we have students working in groups of 2 to 3 students who choose a topic of their liking, and then they basically brainstorm as to how they would research that topic. And one quick example that comes to mind, me being the biology teacher, is a termite habitat. So what they do is they procure the materials that they will need for establishing that colony, and then they study the ecology of how that particular termite colony works. And then they put the results in the form of not only written presentations, but also websites that they're supposed to make for this particular reason. So I think it's a wonderful incorporation of technology in the whole learning process. I firmly believe in learning by doing. Therefore, the greatest change that I would like to see in STEM education is shift away from teacher-centered learning to student-centered learning. And I think the whole PBL model is a great first step towards making sure that that shift does happen. So as we talk about the different modalities of learning, we talk about auditory learning, learning by listening, learning by seeing, and of course kinesthetic. As far as I'm concerned, the kinesthetic part is the most important of all the different modalities, because once you're involved hands-on in a project, especially a project that you pick yourselves because you have a special interest in it. For example, one of my students is all into the central nervous system, and so one thing that appealed to them was Alzheimer's disease, and so they are using the PBL project level 3 towards looking for cures, possible cures for Alzheimer's disease. So I think that's a wonderful way, basically using all of your senses, bringing them all together in order to address some issues that might be affecting the community at large. Learning by doing is what research has shown over and over again to be the most effective way of learning, especially when you have an emotional connection to what is being taught. So you see one, you do one, and then you learn one, is how we put it. And again, I think the PBL model has been a magnificent way of making sure that students are able to work collaboratively in groups and are able to incorporate hands-on activities into their day-to-day learning process. And one thing that me as a science teacher I have always been striving to do is to trying to get the students motivated, to get them excited about whatever they're learning. PBL makes that so much easier. So rather than having to devise different lesson plans that aim to teach that topic, I will have the students come up with their own topics, right? So they can choose from a whole host of different disciplines. It's a topic that they choose, a topic that they're excited about, that they're passionate about, and then they do the learning. So it's student-centered learning at its very best. This is striving hard to incorporate the PBL model throughout all disciplines and all classes, and which of course starts with procuring the actual materials that are needed for doing those various projects. Once we have them, all the teachers work collaboratively to ensure that the different disciplines, ELA, social studies, science, and math, are incorporated in the whole PBL picture, and that the students are having this wholesome, all-inclusive learning, where by doing a single project, they incorporate all the different disciplines into that endeavor. Pretty much like any new project or any new endeavor that is undertaken, things like procurement of materials, the time delay that is often involved in getting all of those things set up in place, as well as meeting the deadlines, because the PBLs are divided into different tasks, which have obviously there are deadlines that apply to them. So that has been a challenge, especially last year. This year, things have gotten a whole lot more streamlined. The materials are being procured in a timely fashion, and the students are making sure, working hard to meet those deadlines as far as accomplishing the tasks are concerned. PBL is, I think, a great model of all-inclusive, five senses modality learning. It has really boosted the student learning as far as use of technology is concerned. Since one of the requirements for these PBL projects is to make their own websites and to make short videos as well as PowerPoint presentations that have to do with those projects, and then putting all of that together as a presentable, valid product. I think that has really boosted the students' technology acumen as well as their general knowledge of all of the STEM disciplines. And I'm very happy to see that we have adopted this model here at Harmony Schools. And I am a firm believer that this PBL-driven learning is going to really help the students to boost their scores on standardized tests, as well as increase their enthusiasm and their passion once it comes to learning about STEM careers.
Hi, my name is Raneem, and I'm in 9th grade from Harmony Science Academy, Euless.
I'm Katia Thomas, freshman, Harmony Science Academy.
I'm Rida, Harmony Science Academy, and in 9th grade.
PBL for me means basically project-based learning, and it's just a project presented to us, part of our curriculum, and we have to complete different tasks each week and just fulfill them and learn by using science, math, and technology and apply it to our skills.
And the skills, like communication skills, working together in groups helps us in our lives really as we grow older. They help us get along with other people and how to deal with them when working together.
Because when you're assigned a project in your future life, you're not always going to get to choose your partner, so this is going to help you develop those skills you need to basically finish the project and get a good score on the project.
Kind of connected all of our classes together. We've had social studies, history, and ELA components within our whole science or math project, so it's helped us kind of intermingle all those classes and apply our topics to both of them.
And for example, when we have social studies, we worked on genetics as our PBL project, and social studies talk about genetic modification, put in cows, so before loading or anything like that, and how it affects the land and agriculture.
Yeah, so in AP Human Geography, we learned about how the seeds are modified genetically, and in health science we also learned a bit about genetics and why you look how you look. So since I had some background information, it was an easier topic for me.
When you do PBL, you kind of it opens a lot of more information more on a realistic level in just science, math, technology. So whatever you do in life, it's always going to incorporate those elements. So doing the PBL now and working on it a lot more will kind of exceed what you're doing in the future.
And it helps you talk to people, because you always need to know how to have good communication skills and how to get your point out, and so other people can know your ideas, but in the right way.
Right, like it helps you develop those social skills you need in your future to help you with basically your job and interacting with the other people in general.
A lot of people have a negative sentiment towards PBL. Part of the reason because it's just a lengthy process. I remember when everyone we started in 8th grade and we didn't really know what it was about. It took a while to actually get the point across and start the projects building around it. But now, since it's been a year, it's like the development process has definitely gone higher and we've learned a lot more. But I think the problem with most people is just doing the work on time and just completing the tasks.
So if you're not really, for those people who have a negative sentiment, I'd just say don't force yourself. Choose a topic you'd like, so that way you don't feel like you're forcing yourself and you're just enjoying what you're doing, and you don't feel like you're doing a project. You're just having fun.
It's also more productive when you choose something that you enjoy because you actually interested and learn something instead of just being like, oh, another project, I don't want to do this. So it helps a lot, like learning, because some kids can't learn like paper-based. They learn better with projects and interacting and having objects to deal with to learn the process even better. So I think it will help in the learning process. And
Yeah, because many students learn different ways. So if they have like more hands-on experience, they'll remember it better and they'll want to learn more about it.